To make the baby back rib dry rub, you're going to need to start off with 2 tablespoons of packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt. This will make enough rub for about a 4.5 pound to 5 pound rack of ribs. About half of a tablespoon of ground cumin. A full tablespoon of garlic powder, not garlic salt. About a half a teaspoon of cayenne, depending on how hot you like it. I do about 10 shakes. And about 20 grinds of fresh cracked black pepper. Again, this will be enough rub to put over 2 decent sized racks of ribs. And you just want to combine it with your hands gently. You're going to end up folding this into and rubbing it into the ribs for about 12 to 24 hours before you're actually going to grill them. Okay, once you've taken the ribs out of their package, so it comes in, there's 2 sides. This is obviously the meat side, this is the backbone side. There's a thin membrane on the ribs that you're going to need to remove in order to have the most tender ribs possible. So what you're going to do, I have a pair of scissors here, kitchen shears. You just want to get underneath this membrane layer. It's a little bit hard to find. And once you get underneath that, I'm going to try just a different side here and see if I can loosen it a bit. It should come off in one easy strip. Use your kitchen shears to help you get started. This is a tough one. You're just going to find one opening. That's why I don't make ribs very often. There we go. And see, underneath here, you want to loosen it with your fingers and pull up. Eventually you'll be able to get it off in almost one piece, hopefully. Just got to find that starting point and then tear it off. That's why. So gross. All right. So you're going to want to go ahead and pat these dry and make sure that they are completely dry before you put the rub on them. And once we've actually rubbed the mixture that we made earlier into the ribs, we're going to be wrapping it in plastic wrap. So what I like to do is keep it on the paper towel that I dried it on, take about 1/4 of the rub, and put it on the top of each rack of ribs. I'm going to rub it in a second, just want to get it on. And you really just want to get it in there. This is going to sit in the fridge overnight, wrapped in plastic wrap, so I have a really good amount of time to absorb into the meat. And since there is salt and sugar and seasonings in here, it's really going to get in there and create a nice dry rub for these ribs. A little bit of a heads up, we're actually going to do ribs 2 ways tomorrow. We're going to smoke one rack on a charcoal grill using hickory wood chips. And the other we're going to do more traditionally in the oven and then just finish them off on the grill. So once you've actually got your rub on one side, I'm just going to do 1 rack of ribs here. You sprinkle a little bit less on this side, because again, this is like the back side of the ribs. They don't need as much. So make sure you get it all in there. Right.